saying the Dolls are dead. As usual, they don't know what they're talking about on the internet. The Dolls were just taking a little break, man. They were just taking a little break while I was gaming. What do you want me to do, man? After a weekend away, I had to play 2XKO. And after a lifetime away, we had to play Jackbox. So what'd you expect, man? What'd you expect this Wednesday? And we're back with the Dolls. The Dolls were a great... Here's the thing. They're a nice foundation to build your house on. Like a dull is like a base hit. A dull is handing off to Jahmyr Gibbs for a 3.4-yard gain. Like it can get you through. It'll even get you some wins, okay? It'll even get you some wins. But every once in a while, I mean, if you got a shiny new receiver, you got to let that fucker fly. You got to send them on a go route and say, don't stop till you're numb, man. Don't stop till you're numb. By the way, I have, if anyone, this is specifically for the 11 other people in the fantasy league, in the sleeper fantasy league. I have a trade request. I'm not trying, I think there's gains to be made from trade, okay? I'm not trying to fleece anybody. I have to move on from CJ Stroud. He's my QB1, he's not good enough. So CJ Stroud is on the block. And I'm not saying, hey, he's going to come back, okay? He's having a horrible season so far. But that's CJ Stroud is on the block. So what am I juicing the trade with? I got a glut of running backs, bro. I got Jahmyr Gibbs, who's not on the trading block, but I also have Kenneth Walker III, and I got Kinshawn Judkins, who is surprisingly shaken out to be possibly top 10, top 15 running back for the rest of the season. So Walker and Judkins are on the block. So here's what I'm looking for, okay? You receive CJ Stroud and your choice of Kenneth Walker III, Kinshawn Judkins. I receive a better quarterback. I'm not expecting Josh Allen. I'm not expecting Lamar Jackson. I receive a reliable QB1 and a worse RB, a bench RB. That's it. I'm giving you a starter. You give me a bench RB. I think we can find something. I think we can find something that works, man. Which QBs are on waiver? Well, listen, okay. I got Carson Wentz on my team. So I cannot. If nobody wants to make a trade with me, I'm all right putting Carson Wentz in the flex spot, in the super flex, I should say. Pick up Darnold? Buddy, he's drafted. We're in a super flex league. There's been like 48 drafted quarterbacks, bro. Six, maybe seven. Superflex is cursed. This is why Superflex is good, man. Because you get the churn. In my other league, which I'm fucking dominating, by the way, because nobody in Apollo's podcast league knows ball. Because I have the most points. I'm 2-1 because Rob put down an insane week 1, but I'm 2-1 with the most points in the league. And the reason that it's A, nobody knows ball, and B, it makes fantasy like brain dead. I'm just going to start my best players at each position. Okay, like there's no skill involved at all. There's no skill involved in the slightest, man. Superflex, you got to make some decisions. You got to be like, is this the week that Cam Ward's going to break out, man? Jackson Dart is not going to ball out, man. He has one receiver. He's going to get injured next week if he's not already injured. Anyway, long story short, does anyone want this trade? Anyone want this trade? The thing that's funny is that people are like, fuck this trade. Just bench Stroud and play your other running back in the Superflex. Okay, well then fucking how about you trade me for a good RB then? If the RBs are so valuable that they're starter ready, how about you give me your best bench quarterback who will immediately become my quarterback 1 and then fleece me for one of my RBs, man? Like you're not thinking straight. And I know you're not thinking straight because I've received in the 2 leagues so far, I've received 4 trade requests. Every single one of them was insulting. Every single one of them was like, I'll give you the backup running back for the Seattle Seahawks in exchange for the starting running back for the Seattle Seahawks. Nah, man, I don't think we're going to be doing that. But I'm trying to offer a fair trade, and people are like, here's why it won't work. Yeah, it won't work because you've been trying to fleece your nieces and nephews playing Catan. I'll give you I'll give you 2 sheep for 1 ore. Bro, ore is on 3, 4, 2. There's like 6 ores in the entire economy so far. Sheep are on 6, 8, 9, 10. Like there's sheep, we're flush with sheep. Wait till he has a good game. Well, if he has a good game, I don't want to trade him anymore. I don't want to trade him anymore. But here's the thing. The rest of and we're going to start playing the dulls, I swear to you. But hey, sleeper gamers, if you want, I'll just keep beating your ass with the team that I got. But if you want to make your own team better because you've got a dearth of talent at the running back position, call me up. Otherwise, I'll be happy to just lay the smackdown down every week with the team that I got. Because I got insulted. Last week in the recap, I got an award. It said worst manager. Can somebody explain to me how you get the worst manager award? I looked into it. What does worst manager award mean on Sleeper? It means you left a lot of points on your bench. How am I the worst manager if I left a ton of points on the bench? That just means I mog you in the draft because I fucking won last week and then my bench cleared the people that I even started, bro. That means I'm the manager of all time because I drafted a bench that's better than your fucking starters. How can I be the worst manager if my bench beat your starters and my starters beat your starters? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Least efficient, not worst. It was pretty efficient when Jahmyr Gibbs brought me back from a 21% underdog to single-handedly win the game. It's pretty efficient when I drafted him and single-handedly won a week by picking him up in round 1. Anyway, this is American Graffiti. I don't know. They don't have American Graffiti, y'all. This looks like, is this X? The cake is an X, man. Is this X-Men? Are you 16 candles? I don't know what you are, honestly. Are you Pleasantville? That doesn't look like the clothes they wear in Pleasantville, y'all. Wait a second. Young James Carey. Young Jim Carrey, what are you? Allow me to say something. Whatever they did to Jim Carrey's hair, because this is his hair. I'm going to assume this is natural. This is his hair from Me, Myself, and Irene, where they make him look like an insane person. The aura gain that he got from getting rid of this hair and getting a cool guy haircut in 1993 probably earned this guy $100 million. Credit to them. Nicolas Cage, too? I have no idea what this could be, man. With God as my witness, I have no idea. Peggy Sue got married! My parents used to talk about this movie all the time, but I've never seen it. I've never seen it, man. It was this and fried green tomatoes. Always talking about fried green tomatoes. Rip to the dulls enjoyers, by the way, because that was 11 minutes of fantasy football talk just for me to get the framed wrong in 3 seconds. Keenan McCardell caught a career-high 9 TDs with his AFC franchise in 2005. Keenan McCardell. Well, let's eliminate the Steelers because he's not Hines Ward. Probably not the Cardinals because he's not Anquan Bolden or Larry Fitzgerald. And also they're in the NFC. Keenan McCardell in the AFC. Who are you? Maybe you were on the... No, because you're not Santonio Holmes or Lavernius Coles. I don't think you're the Jets. I have a hard time... You know what? Maybe you're the Bengals. I don't know. Maybe you're the Bengals. I have no idea, man. Anyone know? So close. Chargers, really? I would have thought Antonio Gates would be eating his lunch, but I guess there's lots of touchdowns to go around when you got Phillip Rivers under snap. This power forward averaged 19 points and 9 rebounds per game across his first 5 seasons in Charlotte. Tim Hardaway? I just, God is my witness, I have no idea. Nicknamed the Inferno, this Big Psy, Ope on Gangnam Style? Football field has a red turf. Big Sky School. Big Sky School. The Inferno. It's so Big Sky is going to be like the American West. It's going to be like, could be Colorado, could be something in Montana. Anything going on in Montana State? No idea. It's Eastern Washington University. Okay. Frida Kahlo had an affair with this fella. That's Leon Trotsky. That's James Corden, and I know you. I know you. I think you might be Rebel Wilson. And Barstool, I see what you did there, and you're not slick with it. I'm pretty sure that's Rebel Katy Perry? That's not Rebel Wilson? I don't think it's Jennifer Lawrence. Keep saying Jennifer Garner. It's 100% Jennifer Garner. 100% Jennifer Garner. This fast food chain's version of an Arnold Palmer is called a Sunjoy. Lego Bell? Who hosted the original 8 seasons of America's Funniest Home Videos? What color is the sky, they said. Amanda Seyfried fell in love with the soldier played by Channing Tatum. They correspond with letters after he's deployed. Letters? I know it's not P.S. I love you, but it has the same vibe. Consisting of Smoke and Sean J, this hip-hop duo had hits in the 2000s with Sick of Being Lonely and So What? The Yin Yang Twins. I have no idea, man. Is this Dear John? Is this what this is? It is Dear John. Okay. It's not P.S. I love you. It's not P.S. I love you. We get those. Did okay. Music 6%. Field Mob. Sounds kind of familiar, to be honest with you. Sounds kind of familiar. Jennifer Garner. Chick-fil-A. I mean, honestly, if you knew that, I'm not fucking with you. Eastern Washington, literally nobody cares. Western Washington owns you in every respect. No disrespect to like the Dulles or whatever. Larry Johnson, literally better in the NFL than he was in the NBA. And the Chargers, man. Okay, I put some respect on the Chargers. Hey, Justin Herbert, one tip. Start passing the ball to Ladd McConkey, okay? Can you start passing the ball to Ladd McConkey? I know his fuck-ass helmet makes him like very easy to defend against because you can see what he's doing because he looks like a bobblehead, but he has it so he doesn't get CTE, man. He wants to have a long career. He's going to break out. He's going to break out. Crepe paper. Crepe paper. Prune. Potato. Brain. Kitty. Kitty litter. Litter. Garbage. Scatter. Litter. Pepper. And sprinkle. What is to add a little bit of something to a larger whole. To strew. Of course. Flick. A flick, a feature, a film, and a picture. Slang for movies. Now, here's where things get interesting, man. To prune could be to cut something, but it can also be a fruit. A Shar-Pei is a dog, but if you rearrange the couple of letters, you get Shar-P, which is something you draw with. 16. Crepe paper. Brain. Tooth. Shar-Pei. I'm like, you got to rearrange the letters in this. Potato. Talk. Toothache. Brain. B-rain. Talk. Crepe paper. Crepe paper. Rune. I'm just sounding like an insane person now. I feel like these will be connected just because they don't seem to fit with anything else, but nothing really. What seems to fit? What seems to fit? Good question. Tooth is like, it's got enamel. It's for chewing. Potato has a peel. Brain has things with wrinkles. A Shar-Pei. I'm assuming a potato can have wrinkles for sure, man. For sure. Wrinkly things. Wrinkly things? Crepe paper is wrinkly. Okay. These wrinkly things that I got. Oh, these are sweet things. Potatoes wrinkle, man. You can find some wrinkly potatoes, okay? We got there. And some waffle fries. My potatoes don't look like that? Whatever, man. I'm cooking them too fast to really get a good look, to be honest with you. I'm just being straight up with you 100%. Which has more monthly searches, guys. What has more monthly searches? Mr. Beast or the entire B movie script? I'm going to say Mr. Beast. Yeah, by a little bit. I'm going to say Roblox has more monthly searches. Why is it the Roblox logo in front of Donald Trump? why was it? Did you guys see that? Is that on my end? I'll level with this. He's got to be like the most searched person on the planet. It's hard for me to, like, 124 million is so high, but it's really hard for me to not pick this guy. I had to do it before something stopped me. I had to do it before something stopped me. Donald Trump is going to have more than Mario. Mario's going to have more than VR. Just 5 more years. Just 5 more years. VR is going to have more than torture. Richest person in the world, more than torture. Mogged. Mozart, more than richest person in the world. PewDiePie, more searches than Mozart. PewDiePie, more searches than superpowers. We make it today. You won. More monthly streams. Eddie Murphy or Bruce Willis? Eddie Murphy has Party All the Time. He clears. It's insane that he's only getting 843,000 on Party All the Time. Dua Lipa's going to have like, I was going to say 40 million. I was underestimating, but still. Foster the People, Dua Lipa mogs you. I mean, obviously, I have to believe it's Nirvana. I don't know who John Bello is, but I'm going to go with Nirvana. I think Portugal the Man is going to have more than John Bellion, because I still hear that song all over town. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I got to imagine that they're playing that on Spotify. Strokes should mog. Drake is going to have a lot. Every time I try to play the Family Matters theme song, they're like, here's a song by Drake. And I'm like, no, man. I'm looking for the one that must be some kind of love inside these empty walls when the days go by. I don't know who Stormzy is, to be honest with you. I think Cher is going to mog with If I Could Turn Back Time. I'm one of the greatest of all time. This one's tough for me because John Wick is really good. I don't care. Anybody who says this is not a good movie is just an action movie disrespecter, which is fine. But it means I don't take your opinion seriously because you're not evaluating things on their own merits. You've got your own preconceived notions. But The Exorcist is kind of an all-time horror classic. I think I got to go with The Exorcist. This is going to be really close. It's going to be really close. Don't fuck me. So, okay, good. Thank you, action gamers, for making that easy. John Wick is going to mog Belfast. Power the Dog. It did win Best Picture, but on the other hand, the streets are saying it's kind of boring, but I still think it's going to clear. Never mind. Never mind, y'all. It did not. It was nominated. It was nominated nonetheless. It was boring. Whatever. You probably saw the Demon Slayer movie in theaters. It might be good. I don't know. I haven't seen the reviews. Costco. Oh. Le Chef Patissier Hazelnut Chocolate Crepes. These are probably not very good if I had to guess. 20 of those. That's going to be, I think this is going to be like $7.99, man. Even cheaper. Honestly, just from seeing the French flag on it, I thought it was going to be a little bit more expensive, but that seems about right. They're free. They're not that bad. I don't know what what are they? They're like a Fig Newton, basically. I like a crepe, but not like maybe one that was made 3 months ago in a factory in France and then shipped over here. That seems kind of... Just put the flour on the griddle, man. And then put the fries in the bag. I'll eat them both. Suriname. Just had a good feeling today. Uruguay. Paraguay. Peru. Ecuador. Fuck. Bolivia. That's what I meant. Fuck. The fuck are you? Brazil? Brazil's adjacent to this. You must be Colombia. Ah! Brazil? Oh, it's Chile. Oh. 9 for Chile when you start in South Africa or South America is a pretty bad start. That's not bullish. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. You look a little bit like Lithuania. I knew you were up there. I knew you were Belarus. Yes! This one's for you, Sergei Kostitsyn, you lazy motherfucker. Anyone watch the Montreal Canadiens in the mid-2000s? This one's for you, Sergei Kostitsyn, you lazy motherfucker. I did. I'm still waiting, bro. This is the year, man. Guillaume Latendresse. He's going to be the new Vincent D'Anfous. For those of you who are not familiar with hockey, especially the Montreal Canadiens, every 4 to 5 years they draft somebody from Quebec, and then they have an insanely good rookie season, and everyone's like, well, this is the second coming of Guy Lafleur. This is the second coming of Yvon Cournoyer. This is the second coming of Maurice Richard and Bernie Boom Boom Geoffrion. And then in subsequent seasons, for whatever reason, they just get like 37 points and then never come back. Trust me, as an ex-Habs fan, I know it. I've been a victim of it. Boo, sports talk. Sports ball! Oh, is that... I can't wait to see... the big games this weekend? Oh, come on over. We'll make snacks and watch the Puppy Bowl. We'll get DoorDash and watch the Puppy Bowl. I can't wait to see the commercials. I can't wait to see who's in the crypto commercials this year. Oh, yo! Pitch Perfect reunion in an AI commercial for Salesforce. Thank you, Mark Benioff. Wow, that was really good. Nah, we're not doing that. We're going sports. Sam Neill and Laura Dern in an ad for Airbnb. Yes, thank you. My childhood thanks you. Read between the lines, buddy. EA Sports. That was for you, Kate. It's in the game. E. March 15th, 2013. From Walt Disney. It's a fantasy adventure family film. A family film. Pre-Guardians of the Galaxy. Could be like an Iron Man 3 type, John. I know this... Would that wouldn't be fantasy? It'd be more like science fiction. Starring James Franco. And this movie made so much money. Oz the Great. I should have said it out loud. I was gonna walk you through my thought process, which is James Franco lead 2013. The only thing coming to mind is Oz the Great and the Powerful, but there's no way that thing made 144 million in its first 2 weeks. And then the tagline hit me like a laser beam right between my eyebrows. In Oz, nothing is what it seems. I had no idea this movie made $500 million. Box office used to be free. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Sony Pictures, starring Halle Berry from 2013. This is there are 188 million 911 calls a year. This one made it personal. I can picture it's called like Dispatch or something. Not the French Dispatch. Dispatcher. It could be called 911. I don't think it's 911 Nightmare. There's also One Last Call, but that's Shannon Sossom. Oh, maybe it's The Call. That's huge. They don't have One Last Call? Bro, okay, can somebody tell me I'm not insane? I'm not imagining this movie? One Last Call, Shannon Sossom on, I'm going to say 2004. Can somebody look this up, please? It's not in the box office game database. You're not insane. I've seen One Missed Call. Damn. One Missed Call 2 is a fucking funny title. This one, they're playing the hits on this one, but One Missed Call 2 is really funny. Oh. Steve Carell, 2013. Oh, it was a comedy. Post Dan in Real Life. Slightly pre The Big Short. It's the Incredible Burt Wonderstone. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. Or as I call it, the Incredible Sleep Wondersnore. Because it's not very... You got Steve Carell, you got Steve Buscemi, you got Jim Carrey. How is this movie boring? Like, you fucked up. Don Scardino, isn't this guy like the head of the FBI now or something? What the hell happened? At least he's playing to his strengths now instead of directing movies that are like disappointing me when I watch them on an airplane. Olivia Wilde is in this one. She is. We love America. Warner Brothers. Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult, Warner Brothers. Could it be Warm Bodies? If it's not Warm Bodies, we're going to have to take a peek. Could it be X-Men? Days of Future Past would have mogged the box office. Fantasy, action, adventure, drama. Prepare for... It's James and the Giant Peach. That makes you small. It's the BFG. Whatever. What the fuck is it? Eleanor Tomlinson. The story of an ancient war that is reignited when a young farmhand unwittingly opens a gateway between our world and a fearsome race of giants. Unleashed on Earth for the first time in centuries, the giants strive to reclaim the land they once lost, forcing the young man... Is it Jack and the fucking Beanstalk? It's a gritty remake of Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh my... No, what is it? Jack the Giant Slayer. Fuck you, Bryan Singer. Are you jacking my beanstalk right now? Yeah, this shit does not look real, man. Universal. Jason Bateman. Horrible Bosses. Back when comedies could make money. Fuck you. Comedy crime. Horrible Bosses too. She's having the time of his life. Identity theft, okay? Melissa McCarthy, Merchant, whatever. It's not Game Night. I think Game Night is not from 2013. Game Night is from like 2017. You don't know ball. You don't know ball. Yeah, not a great week at the multiplex for sure. Game Night, best comedy of the 2010s. I would put it up there as best traditional comedy of the 2010s. My favorite comedy of the 2010s, and I have not seen every single movie, is probably The Death of Stalin, which I think maybe came out in 2019. So I'm skirting it pretty close. But Game Night is really good. And I like a studio comedy. Got to Be the Other Guys. Okay, that came out in 2010. I'll allow it. The Nice Guys, Reddit's that away. Actually, that movie's pretty good, though. But Reddit is that away. Can't deny Tag. Tag is like a worse game night. No disrespect. Reddit's that away. iFunny's that away. Inherent Vice is pretty funny. You're trying too hard. Okay, Lara Croft Tomb Raider to The Hate You Give. We've got Angelina Jolie, Jon Voight, Daniel Craig, Ian Glenn, and the cast of The Hate You Give, Regina Hall. Okay, wait, I can do this. Common. That's right, we used to live down there. But there are things that we cannot forgive down there. Oh, they used a certain nomenclature, man or human. They taught us human nature. Do you guys remember the theme of, or the Common song from the Smallfoot soundtrack? Oh, you gotta let it lie. Common is Stonekeeper, exactly. Yeah, so you're right, I forgot about Swanky. So let's swank it up. Swank it up. Swank it up here. So we're going to swank it up. We're going to swank it up by going swanky style. We're going to go swanky style. I got to think about how one would go swanky style on this. I'm thinking, I mean, there's Regina Hall, Scary Movies, Girls Trip. But like, how are you getting, because like, has there ever been a serious actor in a scary movie? The answer is yes, but it's Regina Hall. Well, no, because you can go Regina Hall, Scary Movie, Marlon Wayans, Requiem for a Dream, and then you got Connolly, you got Ellen Burstyn, you got Jared Leto, who I can't believe he keeps getting cast as a lead actor. I'm like, this dude, I'm sorry, I'm not, the cult stuff is one thing, but like, is anybody out there like, I'm a huge Jared Leto fan? I feel like if you ever bring up Jared Leto to anybody, they're like, yeah, I can like take him or leave him. Like, how is it studios are casting him like there's nothing they can do to not cast Jared Leto? They're like, I wish I could avoid casting him, but the people are demanding it. Who's demanding it? I mean, in My So-Called Life, sure, he was Jordan Catalano. Like, Brian Krakow never stood a chance when he's vying for the affections of Claire Danes. But that was 30 years ago, man. That was 30 years ago. Anyway. Panic Room? Okay, well, that was like 20 years ago. 24 years ago or something. Anyway, sorry. Anthony Mackie. We're going to Regina Hall, Scary Movie. I'm sticking with my play. We're getting to Frances McDormand, which means we can go to Almost Famous. Scary Movie 1, Marlon Wayans, who is in Requiem for a Dream, with Bobby Moynihan. Dude! I didn't know this guy was in this. That's Samir from Office Space, bro. Of course, yeah, that's Hector Salamanca, but real Gen X's and millennials will know, man. This guy's from Office Space. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm getting to Frances McDormand. The Bobs. Corporate accounts payable, Nina speaking. Just a moment. I forgot Orlando Jones is in this as guy selling magazines door to door. So that he's also in Evolution with Julianne Moore, who's in Magnolia, with Philip Seymour Hoffman, who's in The Big Lebowski, with Steve Buscemi, who's in Fargo, with Frances McDormand. That's a classic little McDormand combo there. As soon as you get to Julianne Moore, it's already over. So that takes us to Nomad Land. We exit via Swanky, then we go straight to David. David, we just kind of play whatever feels right. How about this movie called The Debt? Made a big mistake, man. We'd have to go Steven Dorff to Blade. And then from Blade, how about, are you in Downsizing? You are in Downsizing. And we're trying to get to Daniel Craig, Hong Chow, Danny D. All the ladies in the room, leading and supporting, I presume. Hong Chow, Danny D. Remember that? Where are we trying to go to? Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Angelina Jolie and Matt Damon must have been in a film together. Matt Damon. Okay, well, it's too easy. I'm gonna do it in my head. I'm gonna find a harder one. Matt Damon, Ocean's 11, Brad Pitt, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Angelina Jolie. That's not Christoph Waltz Spector, Daniel Craig, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Now, a lot of people don't know Daniel Craig's in this one. A lot of people don't know Daniel Craig's in that one. He is. That's not a harder one. It is a harder one because I haven't seen Spectre because I was told that it wasn't good. And just for that, you're getting Puckdoku. Oh, we're so fucking back, man. We're so fucking back. Boston Bruins goalie? Yeah, maybe you've heard of him. Fucking, no, wait, that's not going to work. Boston Bruins goalie. Give me a second. I'm trying to get something. Oh, he's in my head. His name is Bob Essenza. Did you actually fucking, I don't know if you fucking did, so just give me a second. Blues goalie? I mean, there's Halak. There's Jake Allen. You can go with the Grant Fuhrer. Grant Fuhrer. Would the streets know that Grant Fuhrer played for the Blues? Some of the streets know that he played for the Blues. And then the Islanders, DiPietro's kind of like the joke pick. People will be like, no one will ever think of this, but they will. The real streets will play John Van Beesbrook. And then the Bruins, I think Essenza played for them, man. I let it sit in, Okay, Andrew, he was traded, Andrew Raycroft, traded to the Leafs for Tuukka Rask. I never realized how much Andrew Raycroft looks so much like Rob Riggle if he never joined like the Marines. Can't you just, no, he does not look like H.C. Justin, no disrespect to either. But he looks so much like Rob Riggle with like a normal-sized head and neck. You can picture him being like young Rob Riggle in a movie, right? You can see him go, like Rob Riggle goes, pow! And then he goes, pow, Dad! Or something like that. I could totally see it. Yeah, Dad, pow! That's right, son. That's my boy. Did you hear that? Pow! That's my boy right there. You could have Ed Helms going riggy-diggy-doo. I mean, if this was the mid-2000s, they had money coming out of their whatever. They could hire whoever they wanted, man. Kings and Islanders, got to be Zygmunt Palffy. Got to be Pavel Demitra. Sorry, no disrespect to Zygmunt Palffy. It's just that he does look like a little kid. He looks like it's school picture day. Nobody knows anybody who's ever played for this team. No disrespect. I got the wrong guy. I was going to type David Backus there. Nobody cares. I give up. It's not endgame, it's give up, because then I can reference the Postal Service. Rick Nash, nobody cares. Steve Nash Moggs, no disrespect. Wayne Gretzky, that's a good one. That is a good one. John Nash Clears. Yeah, at being Paul Bettany's best friend. Scarlett Johansson, Oscar-nominated film. I was going to say, do the streets remember she's in Lost in Translation? Yeah, I think they remember, man. Here's what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to find this. There's like Scarlett Johansson. You got The Perfect Score. The Perfect Score. Now, I'm trying to find something a little deeper. Ghost in the Shell has a double letter. I think Marriage Story and Jojo Rabbit are going to take a lot of the bulk of that. Ignore the. Okay. I mean, there's lots, man. Oscar nominated. You got a lot. You got Marriage Story. You got Lost in Translation. Jojo Rabbit nominated for most Reddit movie of the year. Probably won for sure. MTV Music Award, Best Use of David Bowie in an otherwise forgettable film. Most cloying film released. film designed to make you feel like you've done something good even though you haven't done anything, films carried exclusively by Sam Rockwell's existence, films that are overrated because the average person was 17 when they saw them and that's the right time to be emotionally vulnerable and fall for something like that, films that in time will come to be seen as part of Taika Waititi's directorial nadir instead of the end of Taika Waititi's directorial rise. I'm not looking at chat. I see it moving very fast. You can't sway my opinion on this one. Films that I saw in the theater and there was a dude behind us masturbating at the end. There's nothing to masturbate to in the movie, which is one of the reasons it's bad, but also I think he was just crazy. Sylvester Stallone, Oscar-nominated film. So one-word title for Sylvester Stallone, Driven. Double letter word and title, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. And then the trick here is what a poster. What a poster. Oscar nominated Sylvester Stallone. There's obviously Rocky and then also Creed. Is there anything else that could have been nominated? Is it possible? I think it's more likely that people will think they'll know Rocky was nominated, but they might not have Rocky knowledge and think that Creed is just a boilerplate Rocky sequel that kind of sucks when actually it's really good. Okay. Now let me think about Eddie Murphy here. Obviously, there's like Dr. Dolittle 2. I like to play something. One word title would be something like Bowfinger. Great movie. Double letter word in title. I have to write it out. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. Don't see any double letters, y'all. The Nutty Professor 2. The Clumps. I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to play the Clumps, so I'm going to play the Clumps. I'm sorry. I love seeing the poster. I love seeing the poster for the Clumps, so sue me. I saw this in theaters. I saw it in theaters with my parents and my grandparents. Everybody was having a great time. If you weren't alive back then, I feel bad for you. You could just you could be like, hey, it's fun for the whole family. Did somebody say my name? I said your name if your name is Hercules. They gotta do another one, man. They gotta do another one. That's the first one? Yeah, I haven't seen the second one in a while. It's got Janet Jackson in it, though. Jeff Portnoy in The Fatties. Rated PG-13. Eddie Murphy, Oscar nominated. Dreamgirls. I don't know what else he's been in. Maybe Dolomite Is My Name. And Scarlett Johansson, fun for a title. Oscar-nominated film. Well, I mean, it's probably going to be in the 20s if I had to guess. And then one-word titles, Scarlett Johansson. Am I really going to play The Avengers? There has to... Wait. She just... Oh, that one's called Eleanor the Great. That's still 2 words, even if you ignore the. That's her directorial debut. She's in Scarlett Johansson. She's in stuff. She's in Marriage Story. She's in Ghost in the Shell. She's in Jojo Rabbit. She's in Under the Skin. She's in White Noise. She's in... No, she's not. That's Greta Gerwig. She's in Ghost World. She's in The Perfect Score. She's in Home Alone 3. She's in Home Alone 3. She's in The Avengers. That one stings. The Island would have been so good. Sometimes being stupid actually saves you. The Prestige. Oh. The Prestige. Hitchcock. Ain't nobody saw that. It's so funny. Can I just say this feels so good to see that a movie that's been advertised to me that came out this year, they probably spent $30 just advertising this film to me this year. and it's the lowest number correct answer in the middle square on a movie grid. You are burning money making this garbage. Stop letting the AI generate the plot and then just putting this shit direct to streaming with no effort put into it at all. You're wasting money. Do anything else, man. Do anything else with it. Buy I was going to say buy guns, which I don't think I should say, but like, don't do this. This is like an insult, okay? Stockpile like canned food or something. I don't know. Do something. Do something. Do something else. Raw's 2%? Yeah, because it's not a movie, bro. It's a stand-up comedy. But then again, if I could play Martin Lawrence Run Tell That, I would. So I can't be mad at you for playing this one. I can't be mad at you for playing this. How does Death Race 2000 have double letter? Now you're talking, man. Because actually, that's double number. That's a good point. I got a bone to pick. They're checking for characters and not numbers, bro. You're absolutely right. They're just checking to see if it's a string. They haven't done the necessary check to make sure that there's not digits in there. It's got to hurt. Hang on, I'm getting started. You know what the worst part, sorry to bring it back to fantasy. You know what the worst part about being in 2 fantasy leagues is? I swear to you, I've played against Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen 5 times, and it's only week 4. Every week, I'm like, oh, I just made it through Josh Allen. Who am I going up against in my next league? Fucking Lamar Jackson, man. It never ends. And not okay. So last week, like week 3, I went up against Josh Allen in League 1. Week 4, I go up against Lamar Jackson. Okay, well, that fucking sucks. Let me look at the other league. Hello, Simba. Speak of the devil and he appears. I just beat Josh Allen week 3. In the Yahoo League, guess who I'm going up against? Josh Allen, man. It never ends. It's just Allen Jackson. Allen Jackson. It's like turning on CMT in 1995. I'm gone country. I'm gone country. It never ends, man. I was thinking about playing fantasy basketball, but oh my God, I hate basketball. Why are the Lynx fucking selling against the Mercury of all teams? I'm losing my mind, man. You have Nephthesia Collier. Do something. Put up some hands or something. Make them work for the jumpers. It's getting ridiculous, man.
Spangled. A verb meaning to set or sprinkle with or as if with spangles. Spangled.
Spangled. We are playing each other this week, Invicta. We are.
Workhorse. A noun meaning a horse used chiefly for gymnastics. A noun meaning physical
Is it loud as fuck?
Creation. A noun meaning chide. A verb meaning to speak out in.
You take those. A little? Good.
Dynamite. A noun. Sanitized. A verb.
I can just feel it. I'm going 15 this week.
Rubble. A noun
Rubble's funny as fuck.
Pruners. A verb meaning to reduce especially by eliminating superfluous matter. Middle English pruinen originates from Old French pruiner, meaning to completely cut round. Pruners. A verb meaning to reduce especially by eliminating superfluous matter.
I don't think it's pruners. I think it's prunes and the AI screwed up.
Originates from Old French pruiner, meaning to completely cut round. Pruners. A verb meaning to reduce especially by eliminating superfluous matter.
Okay. I chose to trust the AI, which is very hard for me.
Pious. A adjective meaning franchise.
That's a hard word now. That's a hard word. Okay, maybe if you've never played an EA Sports game.
Katabatic. A adjective meaning relating to or being a wind produced by the flow of cold dense air down a slope, as of a mountain or...
Fuck! Katabatic.
Rubefacient. A adjective meaning causing redness, as of the skin.
Okay, rubefacient is a fuck. I'm writing that shit down. I'm going to my daily planner and I'm writing down the word rube-facient. The reason I'm doing it is because it would go so hard to insult somebody by calling them rube-facient. You rube-facient charlatan. Rube-facient. Red in the face. That's huge, man. All I'm going to say is be careful when you're tying your shoes. Because if you pull up and you're blushing a little bit, get ready. I'm about to hit you with the antediluvian nomenclature. Hiya!
Hamadryad, a noun meaning wood nymph.
Yeah, that's easy.
Strychnine, a noun meaning a bitter.
Thank you, Office Space. Double Office Space reference, man. Double Office Space reference. That's what Milton says. I'll put strychnine in the water cooler. He says something like that. Or maybe, no, it's at the end when he's having the drink on the beach. I'll put strychnine in the pina colada. Something like that. He was going off, man. Especially because the dude only wanted his stapler back. He only wanted his stapler back. It's kind of a sad story if you think about it. I still have an Office Space standee from when I worked at the theater. By the way, okay, I don't think Gen Z is crazy for this, but looking up the reviews for Office Space on Letterboxd is really funny because everybody that's, I would say, between the ages of like 32 and 60 is like, this is one of the best comedies of all time. And then everybody that's like probably born after the year 2000 is like, I don't really get why this is funny. Like, it seems like The Office is actually kind of like an okay place to work. And I'm like, that fucking sucks, man. Because it was back in the day, that sense of like malaise was palpable now, or man. But now they're like, they get fucking walls. They get fucking walls on their desk. That seems awesome. You could have like a little bit of privacy, man. There are a lot of movies from the 90s where they were like, I hate having a steady job with a pension. I hate having a steady job. But that being said, a lot of those movies are really good. Matrix is one of those. Fight Club's really good. Office Space is really fucking funny. And if I may say so, people who haven't seen the movie they're gonna try to crungo this, but American Beauty is a really good movie. It's a little Jojo Rabbit. It moves the pieces together to be a little too Jojo Rabbit. Like there's some artifice involved there, but it's really good. And you don't have to hand it to him, but that motherfucker could act, man. He could act. It's so fucked up that he's like a horrible person because he's deprived society of like so many great performances as he's gotten older. Because he was a hell of an actor, man. Who? Wes Bentley, man. They got my boy shackled up in the Hunger Games universe. Get him out. Get him and his fucked up sideburns out, man. Put him in something real. Put him in a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. Nah, he's chill. As far as I know. Well, what would I know? Played off. So what's that? From Greenland versus Potyevlish from French. From French. Diced meat, seal or whale with onions, potatoes. I mean, so it's a seal or whale stew. Versus chicken, rabbit, pork in a savory jelly made from a gelatin-rich broth. I gotta go with this, I'm sorry to say. It's beef Wellington. Don't fuck with me. If that looks good. If beef Wellington lost, though, we got problems. What are you? Ripe banana desserts. Banana desserts, clear hard-boiled eggs. It's that simple. Focaccia might be the best tasting food on the planet. Easiest choice of my life. Jjajangmyeon is pretty good, man. But what is shiitake? Isn't that the shit that Ace Ventura is saying in the second movie? Listen, as good as jjajangmyeon is, It's really hard to compete with meat on a stick, bro. I'll allow it. That's close enough to not. I don't find it insulting. Fried foods will win. I don't care if it's like fried Skittles or whatever. You don't even have to think about it. Chicken pastel versus sauci spandari. Well, they're coming in a little hot here. This dish was introduced to the country by colonizers. Okay, but like, I'm not going to hold it against them. Is it tasty? It seems like they're passing judgment on a little bit. I'll still eat it if it's good. Okay, it's served with rice or crusty bread, but what is it, man? It's a stew it's a sausage and chicken stew. That looks good. What are you? Fried sausage with onions, garlic, and tomatoes? I mean, that looks good too, man. I gotta feel like this is gonna clear though. It's just more colorful. Biff Rydberg. Might be named after the guy who invented it, but I think Linzer Tort is going to clear. That looks like a lot of care was involved there. Fish and Brewis from my country versus Mantecal, Mandelbaum. Peanut butter, sugar, and milk powder. That looks really good. Hard bread soaked overnight. Yeah, I don't think that's going to clear. God is my witness, so the only time I've ever seen that was playing this. Not Vince's Grassi, which actually looks good as fuck. But Fish and Brewis, I don't know. Fish and Brewis, you got it. Ethan, you got it. These both look good. This looks like a lasagna. This looks like a fancy restaurant lasagna where they make a lasagna, but they tell you it's not lasagna. A sumptuous baked pasta. Ube cake is really good too, but can it clear lasagna? I don't think it can clear lasagna, man. There was a lot of pretty close ones there. Lasagna lover, perfect timing. Thank you. Dice Charky. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Dice Jarky. Sweet potato, fried egg, green beans. Squash. Dice Jarky. Dude, is there a chicken jockey emote? I gotta add a chicken jockey emote. To me, this feels like it's from... I'm just gonna start crazy. I'm gonna start with Uganda. Yeah, not a good guess. Now I'm gonna go Argentina. Okay, because it couldn't have been further away, basically. Yeah, beef jerky soup. I'll be honest, I'd give it a try. Beef brisket, plantains, yuca. Sour orange juice. Trying to read you. To me, this looks like Spanish-speaking country in the Caribbean. Oh, and it could just be South America. I'm going to hit you with the Bahamas, though. Or maybe, yeah, I'll hit you with the Bahamas. No, I'll hit you with Barbados. Warm. Okay, now I'll hit you with the Bahamas. It's on the continent. I love being in continent. Guatemala? Hot. Southeast of Guatemala. Belize? Panama? I think I'm gonna strike out on this one, y'all. Nicaragua. I would yum. It looks good. I would yum it any day of the week. I yum that. Okay. Black sesame seeds, not Northern Europe. Sweetened red bean paste is very Korean. I'm gonna say this is South Korea. Could be another East Asian country though. Northwest of South Korea. China. Correct. Black sesame roll. I'd give it a try. It does look like spray-on shoes. Yeah. But or rolls of garbage bags. Or it is crazy to order that to go. But how'd we do? Mog the average as usual. That looks worse than the triangle. Yeah, but it's like sweet. At least like there's some flavor in it, you know? Okay, the triangles, the konyaku, it's just... You know what it is? Is like, you know how you can freak out when you get in a sensory deprivation tank? Or they have those rooms that are made to have like no audio whatsoever. So when you measure the audio in the room, the volume is actually like negative decibels. And then people say, yeah, the anechoic rooms. Thank you. So like when you walk into the room, after a while, you start to hear like the blood moving around in your body, and you go insane, like Ben Foster in Pandorum. I think that's what the konjaku did to me. It had such an absence of flavor that it was like I was tasting my own mouth, which I think ambiently you're kind of tasting your own mouth all the time, but you only notice it when you're eating something that's supposed to be have some flavor. Just say you were nervous? Of course, I was having dinner with a cute girl. Of course I was nervous. I'm nervous like 24/7. Well, I have to hold frame. I have to hold frame and be like, oh, this just doesn't, this is yucky. This food isn't very good. Can I get some chicken fingers instead? It's called holding frame. You wouldn't get it. Ladies wouldn't get it. I was losing it, by the way, because Dan was doing his bit today on his stream. I'll put this up on the stream just so people don't freak out. They'll be like, oh, finally, something to look at, a graph. Dan was giving his dating advice, which, listen, I'm not the expert, but people were saying is antiquated. He was saying even when he met his wife, he knew that the person he met was going to be the one for him, but he still waited like 2 or 3 days to text her back. And chat was crashing out on him. They were like, that's old advice. That's antiquated advice. But then one person said, you're so lucky you're not in the dating pool now. And I had to at them because they're not living in the real world. I was like, are you serious? He's literally handsome. What do you mean he's lucky he's not in the dating pool now? Like he would be totally fine. He's a handsome guy. I don't know why are you pretending? Why are you pretending that he would somehow be in trouble in this hypothetical situation, man? He's handsome and he's charismatic and he's successful. Like he's gonna be totally fine. He would have nothing to worry about, man. He charmed a thief into giving his stuff back. He literally did. And you know that she stole that shit on purpose, because when he caught her with the iPad, she said, how do I know it's yours? Which is like that's like a thing that a thief would say. Which she knows it's not hers, but her first assumption was that I'm being robbed, because when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail, I guess. He can't say it, but we all know. We all know. That doesn't mean his advice is good. I honestly have no idea. But I'm just saying the idea that Dan would be in trouble in the modern dating pool is crazy. I know he's going to watch this clip on stream. I don't mind saying it. I've got eyeballs. He's a handsome guy. He's a charismatic guy. Plus, the people some people in chat, I feel like, were not being genuine. And what I mean by that is they were like, well, Dan, it doesn't work like that. I met my wife in first year university and I texted her back right away, and we've been married for like 8 years. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Like literally the universe paired you up. So like, you didn't do anything. She was your next door neighbor in the dorms, and you're acting like, you went out and got some game. Like, what are you talking about? You didn't bag like a 12-point buck. The universe said, get married. You didn't do anything. God put you together, okay? And now you're acting like he doesn't know what he's talking about. And he might not, but if he doesn't, neither of you do. God, I've seen what you've done for others. I love that you're religious now. I'm actually God's strongest atheist. I'm God's strongest atheist. You cannot, even if the dude appeared, if I woke up in the middle of the night and God was in front of me and said, I'm God, I've chosen you, I would be like, what the fuck did I eat? 100%. I would not for a second would I be like, I've been selected by the Almighty. I would be like, some shit. I had a crazy dream last night. They can't convince me. Even definitive proof would not convince me, which is why I think it's funny to say you are not living in the light of benediction. You're not making it through the gates of heaven. It's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle, bro. And you know what? I see you being embarrassed here. You are looking positively rube-facient right now, at the level of embarrassment that I've applied to you. That being said, I still do think, I don't think it's a high percentage chance. I think there's a 3% chance in the next decade I would join a church. And the only reason I would legitimately join is I think it would be nice to meet people. And I think that after church, when you go into like the side room of the church and they got the table, like the fuck ass folding table with the tablecloth on it, and then everyone brings the food, I think that would be a lot of fun. I think it could be a lot of fun. Just join a club? Yeah, but somebody made the club for me already. They meet every Sunday at like 6 a.m. Scrandle too. Look, it looks a lot like Scrandle one. To be honest with you. I mean, the jerk chicken and chips with a pint, this doesn't seem right to me, man, because I feel like they brought it from home. This is a bonus round. What the hell? It looks like they brought it in a Tupperware from home. I think this clears, man. That's not even a bad price considering the amount of food. Thanks for. Oh, they're getting more matchups like that. Oh, 4 spring rolls and chili sauce. Yeah, like I'll be real with you, brother. I think it's gonna be Le Sandwich Lyonnaise. This doesn't look. And before you virtue signal to me about how much you love spring rolls. Not all spring rolls are in the same fucking league, okay? They make some absolutely garbage spring rolls out there. In fact, I would say the average spring roll is pretty bad, but a superlative spring roll is fantastic, admittedly. But it's the same, you use the same radar for spring rolls that you do for sushi, which is that you take a look at the picture on the menu, and if you're like, that looks like shit, or I'm in the mall, don't order the spring rolls. You're going to be disappointed. Fuck you liars. It has shit French wine. People are always saying that. They're always saying shit like France, the country with all the bad wine. I'm going to go with carne asada and al pastor tacos. I'm going to go with pie and gravy in a roll by a mile instead of onion sandwich at an empty stadium. This one's tough for me because the meatball sub looks really good, man. Meatball sub looks pretty fantastic. The smash burger looks it's kind of like my platonic ideal for a burger, to be honest with you. Chicken and chips versus galettes saucisse. I'm going to go. The price is freaking me out, but I think I'm still going to go chicken and chips. Slice of Domino's. This is the one where I get pissed off all the time because the Domino's does not look that bad. And £2.50 is not a horrible price for a slice of pizza at a football game. It's a good looking slice, man. This probably clears though, because it's not Domino's. $2.50 for a slice of Domino's is pissing me off. No, it's bait. It's bait. What the fuck? I'm at the Oasis concert and a beer is $13. You're at the Oasis concert, bro. Drink piss like everybody else. Salt and pepper steak versus some pretty bad looking fried chicken. I don't know if I would even describe that as fried chicken, to be honest with you. I think it's got to be salt and pepper steak. That's 80% on that is crazy to me. It's not going to be the Gollum sandwich. It's going to, I didn't even look at the other one. The other one looks worse. It's going to be spicy popcorn chicken with hash brown bites. It's going to be the double smokehouse burger. We could have gotten 9 today. Guys, you're literally, you're a victim of misinformation right now. So here's what happened. The doorbell rang, and My wife in chat said, "Can you go get it? I'm in pajamas." But by the time the message made it to chat, I was like, I don't even think they're going to be at the door anymore, so I'm just going to choose to ignore it. Then one person in chat said, "Your wife's trapped outside, open the door." And then like 500 people were like, "Please let your wife in, she's trapped outside." And then one person was like, "Surely if it gets really bad, she could just call him. She could just call him, right? And he'd let her in." This is why you have to get off of the internet. And I say it as a joke, because if I said it to you seriously, you'd hit me with like but you still participate in society. But this is it's a microcosm of what's happening with larger issues, especially on social media. You have to, the fact that you're still on Twitter is crazy to me. You're exposing yourself to a ray pointed directly at your optic nerve that is making you dumber every single day. You're going, I've been bored for 3 seconds. Let me see what the dumbest people on the planet are saying about serious shit. You have to stop that. The further away I get from it, the more it doesn't make sense that I was ever on it to begin with. But this offends me more because it's more personal to me. She's fine. She's upstairs. She just opened the box. She's freezing to death. Skill difference. It's like 17 Celsius. I'm used to Twitch chat. Twitter can't be that much worse. It actually is, which is crazy. Because, like, Twitch chat is like, the way I look at my Twitch chat, at least, is like it's people in suits putting on Halloween costumes and then pretending to be stupid. And then Twitter is like people in Halloween costumes putting on suits and then pretending to be smart. Like, let me see what some 14-year-old kid from Belarus thinks about, like, foreign policy right now. Wow. Oh, geez, that was a good use of my time. My life's really been enriched by beaming that shit directly into my fucking brain every day. Are you serious? In here, we got project managers that are typing chicken jockey. That's like, the vibes are way better, man. We got literally, hands up in chat if you have a PhD. You type : person _raising _hand : Let me see if that works. 1 second. Person _raising _hand. It works. See, it works. Look at that. Let me a quick show of hands. 100% in chat is PhDs. That's it. You are what you repeatedly do, man. If you expose yourself to the opinions of smart people, you can't help but become a fucking genius. Look at me. Look at me. I just got 8 out of 10 in Scrandle too. But if you go on Twitter, if you spend a lot of time on Twitter, you might just become a tweeter. And that's that's a foul eponym. Is that a word? Eponym? Trying to come up with a good word for a name. Give me 1 second. Eponym. Eponym. Giving their name to, no, not eponymous, eponym. Eponym, a person after whom a discovery is named or thought to be named. Let's call it fucking close enough. I can't read. When the definition is more complicated than the original word, fuck you, Merriam-Webster. Oxford clears. Unks looking eponymous. Nominative determinists are always some saying, one day I'm gonna hit the combo. I gotta hit the lab because I've missed this one like 25 times. In the lab I can do it if I practice enough. In the lab I can do it, but in combat I can't do it. I can't do it. I always drop the combo. Nominative determinists are always saying some shit like, "Oh yeah, then how do you explain Rip Van Winkle?" See, like it's locked in there. It's locked in there, but to try to get it out in combat is impossible. Nominative determinists, fuck you! 1 extra input. Nominative determinists are always saying some shit like, "Oh yeah, then how do you explain Rip Van Winkle?" Okay, we almost dropped combo there, but we made it. The Genesee is probably the second most famous river that drains into which Great Lake? Superior? Oh, it's Ontario. Of course it's Ontario. This decade, Coffee, Soja, and Toots and the Maytals have all won the Grammy for Best What album? R&B. Once Reggae, once with Sting and once without. Shaggy is a 2-time winner of the Grammy Award for Best What album? Reggae. It's such an indictment of the entire genre that Shaggy has won Best Reggae Album of the Year 2 times, man. That is funny. Did he win it for the one where he had It Wasn't Me and Angel? Hop Off My Goat? Life is one big party when you're still young. If the leaves at the end of your branches turn brown in the middle of summer, odds are, what kind of insect cut a slit to lay eggs in there? A mosquito? I type mesquite. It's disputed, but cigars might be named for their resemblance to what loud-ass bugs that croak with their bellies? Cicadas? It took me a second, because I forgot what they're called in English. And the reason that I forgot what it's called in English is because the Korean name is better. In Korea, they're called memi, and it's easy to remember because the sound they make is memi, 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 memi. They are not going cicada, 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 cicada. Show is Funky Down Here and Hot Pants. 2 albums that go uncomfortably well, both from 1971 and both by what artist? Show is Funky Down Here. Rick James? It's James Brown. James Brown, of course. A big scandal hit Europe in 2013 when multiple ground beef products were found to contain horse meat. That's a pretty solid day of thrice. It's a pretty solid day, man. If the Blue Jays could get batting like this, they wouldn't be having to fight off the Yankees. They'd already be popping champagne. I guess they already did. But that's not their fault. It's not their fault. That George Springer hit in the first was fucking fair. And then the disrespect that he got a ball called a strike and got struck out. Nah, man. Nah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What kind of accountants they got behind the plate these days, man? I didn't see the game. I just watched SportsCenter this morning. Sorry, I'm a fraud. Let's see here. Zoom in. Sort these people by the year they were born, starting with the most recent. Okay. The most recent is Harry Houdini. There's pictures of him. Geoffrey Chaucer is from Geoffrey Chaucer is from the 1300s, I think. Marco Polo's from the 1500s. I feel like Catherine the Great is from the 1800s. And then Michelangelo is the 1600s because he was beefing with Da Vinci. Late 15s. Marco's early 15s? Marco's before Chaucer. Okay, that's pretty good though. All things considered, that's pretty good. Too easy. Harry Houdini. 52, 67, 65, fucking 89 years old, my goat. 70, 57. They all did all right, man, back in the day. They all did all right. 60, maybe 7. It's crazy that Houdini is one of the only people in history who died like a fighting game character. He got hit in the stomach too hard. I mean, he probably could have taken that one back, but in Canada, yeah. What happened? Wasn't he doing a college thing where he was punch me in the stomach? Let me see. How did Harry Houdini die? Oh, no, okay, well, I don't know. On October 22nd, 1926, Montreal student J. Gordon Whitehead. That's such a fucking 20th century Canadian name. J. Gordon Whitehead. Imagine a 20-year-old guy named J. Gordon Whitehead. That's so funny. stepped into Harry Houdini's dressing room and sucker punched the legendary magician and illusionist. Listen, he shouldn't have done that, but that's fucking crazy. He broke into his office and punched him once and killed him. That's out of control. I mean, I gotta read more about his death, man. Notable escapes, film career, aviator, debunking spiritualist, where death. Here we go. Damn, this is long, man. It's called by Jocelyn Gordon Whitehead, who repeated. Oh no, it wasn't one punch. Who repeatedly struck Houdini's abdomen. You could picture him going in there. The hell was Houdini doing, man? The accounts of the witnesses and students generally corroborated each other. Price said that Whitehead asked Houdini if he believed in the miracles of the Bible and whether it was true that punches in the stomach did not hurt him. Houdini offered a casual reply that his stomach could endure a lot. Whitehead then delivered, and these are in quotes, some very hammer-like blows below the belt. Houdini was reclining on a couch at the time, having broken his ankle while performing several days earlier. No, man, no, okay. J. Gordon Whitehead, you're crazy for that one. Dude already had a broken ankle. He was laying on the couch. And you asked him if he believed in God and then beat the shit out of him? That's insane. He should be in prison, bro. Price said that Houdini winced at each blow and stopped Whitehead suddenly in the midst of a punch, gesturing that he'd had enough, and that he had no opportunity to prepare himself against the blows, as he did not expect Whitehead to strike him so suddenly and forcefully. Damn. That's crazy, man. It's not as funny as I thought it was. Throughout the evening, Houdini performed in great pain. He had insomnia and remained in constant pain for 2 days, but did not seek medical help. My goat. That's my goat right there, man. He said, nah, I'd win. Early 20th century is kind of crazy, man. Imagine getting punched in the stomach to death by a man named Jocelyn. Hopefully this shit doesn't end up being an ironic-ass clip in like 10 years. In my dressing room before Northern Lion Live. You think it's funny to say that I'm not going to go to heaven, huh? Is it true you can pick me up over your head? Well, I am quite strong. I punched my microphone. Sorry, that was 4D. It's kind of swag, though, right? Isn't it kind of swag that he said, basically, he hit him with a Bane line. It's like, is it true you take no damage from blows to the abdomen? And Houdini went, I'm pretty tough. And then I can only imagine that he hit him with like a 20-hit combo after that. Oh, that's kind of sick, though. That's kind of sick. Higher percentage of units with one... Oh, if you higher percentage of units, yeah, it's going to be Mississippi. Oh, units with one-bedroom rent over $1,500? That's going to be Savannah, Georgia, then. More access to grocery stores. I'm going to say Northwestern Chicago. Higher percentage of bike commuters. Let's go with people be biking. I feel like maybe everyone who lives in Delaware is working in Washington, D.C. Is that an impossible trip? On a bike, yeah. That's why I'm saying this would be low, because they're playing their guitar on the MTA. Fuck it. Higher percentage of adults who don't exercise, lock it. Higher percentage of people who are Gen Alpha, California. 5 for 5. The MTA doesn't go that far. It does if you go bow bow down down chiku. What's that? Hawaiian noises? He's banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Oh, that ain't working. It fucking was working, by the way. This song goes hard as fuck. Mark Knopfler didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, man. Do the whole song? I'll do it when they change it. Fantasy Worlds from Peter Pan. That's Neverland, y'all. 1963 births who are companions of the orders of Fiji, who are doping cases in golf. Vijay Singh? Holy cow, that's crazy. I had no idea Vijay Singh was on steroids? He just looks like a normal guy. He's tall, I guess. I don't know if it's just the pants, but he looks fucking tall. Yeah, whatever. He's a companion of the Order of Fiji. 1960s instrumentals. Booker T and the MGs. Am I insane to say this song is called Hot Onions? Green onions, green onions. Okay. Thank God I didn't hit enter, man. I was like 99% sure it was Hot Onions. And then my brain went, it doesn't seem right. Hot Onions? Is this the one that goes Yes, okay. How? 1840s debut novels, British Gothic novels adapted into films set in Yorkshire, novels by Emily Bronte. It's Wuthering Heights, y'all. My goat's back. Linkin Park albums, Hybrid Theory. It's not Meteora. Meteora came out next. Stylized as Hybrid Theory! 20th century Brazilian guitarists. Brazilian bossa nova singers. I have no idea. I just don't know you. But we can learn something. How do you say this? How do you say this word? You say it like Joe. Okay, I was going to say Hoeo. So Joe is Joao. Joao. Much better. Joao. 20th century American comedies. 20th century comedians. American male actors. 36 births, 90 deaths. American male voice actors. Comedians from New York City. Deaths from pneumonia. Disney legends. Grammy Award winners, Mississippi Democrats. Science Fiction Hall of Fame inductees, Disney legends, science fiction. Alec Guinness? That doesn't seem right because that would make Alec Guinness like 41 when A New Hope came out. Wait, puppet this, Jim Henson? Jim Henson seems right. Yeah, okay. I don't think Alec Guinness was 41. People were looking older back then, but I don't think they were looking like Obi-Wan Kenobi at 41. How many other puppeteers do you know? Jeff Dunham. This could be Jeff Dunham. 1977 establishments in New York City, a disco group. LGBTQ-themed musical group from New York City. American high energy groups, bands with fictional stage personas. Are you like the New York Dolls? That's not disco. Are you YMCA? Or the Village People? The Village People. That's tough. The New York Dolls. Catholic Church in Europe, Catholic Church in Italy. Christian states is Vatican City, bro. Properties of the Holy See. 1985 establishments in Nebraska, 2007 disestablishments in Texas. Companies formerly defunct energy companies. This is Enron, bro. There's nothing else it could be. This is the easiest of all the dulls, to be honest with you. I mean, like 9 is really good, but you can't evaluate it in a vacuum. Like this is a pretty easy series of dulls. If you know Vijay Singh and Green Onions, at least. I got 3. Nephew doesn't know Wuthering Heights? Nephew doesn't know the Vatican City? I'm 24? What the fuck are you doing trivia for? Actually, no, that's fucked up, to be honest with you. Because, like, at 24, I probably knew, like, 98% of the shit that I know now. So you're just making excuses. You've had less time to, like, learn shit, but your brain is so much better at holding it in. I think that's skill difference. I'm sorry to say that's skill difference. Like, I have been exposed to, like, way more shit now at 36, but it's a lot harder to remember it. I was remembering shit by accident between fucking 3 and 24. Every once in a while, someone would ask you a question, and you would be like, I don't know the answer. And you would sit there for a second and be like, maybe that's Barry Sonnenfeld. Is that like your brain is going back into the fucking minds to be like, one time I was on Rotten Tomatoes and I went on a deep dive of links, and yeah. I think Barry Sonnenfeld directed The Addams Family, now that I think about it. That does not happen anymore. You do it 10 times a stream? Yes, but not from shit that I've learned in the last few years. I'm finding shit that's been buried there, like diamonds at y = 12 in Minecraft. Nothing has been added there. They're not putting new diamonds down there anymore. It's hard to put new diamonds down there. It takes a lot of effort. Anyway, skill difference. Y = 12 is old meta. Well, I'm fucking old. You'd go crazy if your name was Meta. I'm fucking old, Meta. Damn, that's past 270. That's like a 281. Like a 283. It's like a 286. Fuck. I can't. 287. Yes! Nut up. That was tough, though. That was a tough one. Okay, kind of hard golf. I love the birds. Jesus be golfing. Hey, did we ever find out, is there a chicken jockey emote on BTTV? There must be, right? There is. I would add that for sure. I feel like I'm the last dude saying chicken jockey. Huge. What a shot. What a fucking shot. That's way too hard. No, it's perfect. It's fucking perfect. I have to try. There's no way it works. Unless. What a fucking shot. You always oversay a stim? Okay, listen, buddy. It becomes funny because people say it. But then, everybody's so eager to be the first person to cement consensus. No, chicken jockey's over. Chicken jockey, we're all going to collectively stop laughing at chicken jockey now. Everyone stops. No. Whenever somebody says it, it's been 3 weeks, we're going to stop laughing at it. You thinking that you're like the arbiter of when a stim is funny and when it's no longer funny is funny as fuck to me, which is why I keep saying it. That's why I keep saying Hawk Tua. That's why I keep saying, feeling tired, y'all, gonna go to bed, good night, because you self-serious fucking powdered wig ass, rube facient, breathless. Anyway, long story short, get mogged. Get mogged. Linguistically, vernacularly. It was worth a try. Oh. Guy in a senior's home that still says chicken jockey. Oh, hey, fucking who cares? Guy in a senior's home that's having fun. Also, that won't be me. I'm springing for live-in care, bro. You're talking about somebody else. You're shadow boxing. Okay. I think we want to hit it like right at the epicenter right there. This is a hard-ass shot, man. You might want to... Oh, imagine. Oh, no, it's not that hard. You just hit the wall. Yeah, that's actually really easy. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. I think we'd rather get a better angle on it like this. The shirt and headphones really make you look like Wednesday Addams. I see what you're saying because the headphone cable kind of looks like hair, like pigtails. But why would Wednesday Addams be wearing a white shirt? She dresses Winona Ryder style. She dresses almost exclusively in black. I see it now. It's the collar. All right, you got me. I got no defense for that one. You got me. Maybe I do look like Wednesday Addams. He'd probably love that shit if I had to guess. Oh my god, is this Jenna Ortega? Oh, what the fuck is this, man? The fuck is this? 12 minus 55 plus n equals 9 minus 12. 12 times? Okay, what the fuck? Okay, all right. Is this times? Is this a times? I mean, 9 minus 60 is 51. No, it's not. It's negative 51. So this is fucking negative. Maybe you don't have to solve for n. Maybe I'm solving for n because I've been trained to solve for n here. But what I actually have to do is not that. Nah, I don't. I think you got to solve for n. Here's the thing. I'm always mathing. Probably. So what the you're flicking me. You're 43. You're negative 43. And you're negative 50. It's 7, right? Am I crazy? Am I stupid? Minus symbol. Here it's a deletion indicator. It tells us to remove some numbers from a neighboring piece of fodder. We'll also use plus in a similar way, adding what follows to what precedes. The definition is 9 minus 12. That's not what 9 minus 12 is, man. Our fodder is 12, 55, and n. There's a part of me that thinks maybe you translate it to Roman numerals. Like, if you subtract one of the letters, you're left with a... Is this it? Isn't that the Kristen Craig British Columbian sex cult? They wouldn't make that an answer. That doesn't make sense. I don't know what they want from me. Remove some letters from a neighboring piece of fodder. And then add what follows to what precedes. I can't put numbers though. Guys, I have no idea. I have no clue. I don't know what it is. It's 12 minus 15 in Roman numerals. Okay, wait. It's 12 minus 15 in Roman numerals, which gives you twee, and then you add an N for tween. Like, I wish I could discount my stats, but that's... Oh my god, and 9 to 12 is the ages of a tween. Oh. Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know. That one's really tough. I'm looking up more stuff about Houdini, and apparently he got punched again the same day in the lobby of his hotel. He should not have, I mean, in hindsight, he should not have been going around saying, I don't take damage when you punch me in the stomach. Like, you still shouldn't be punching someone in the stomach just because they said something like that, but I mean, when you make a claim like that, you can't really be surprised that like people start to test it, especially in the 1920s when people were so bored, man.